Johnny's first flight. And, you know, I don't know what I thought, but he's already out. We are at make my video and then delete it. What's up, y'all? Happy New Year, new me, new you, all that jazz. It's been a while since we put anything out, and that's really just because I managed to delete every bit of video from our big family trip out to Vegas, where we visited Valley of Fire State Park, as well as Canyonlands National Park near Moab. But either way, we're back with another video, and we're on our way to Texas and Louisiana to get some good food and see our family, so come along for the ride. So I just learned something, y'all. This strap right here, this bracket right here, holds your car seat. Never in my life seen it that way. Growing up, we only ever had car seats that you fed the seat belt through the back of it, and then it buckled in. My only real question at this point is, what happened to the South having cheap gas? It used to be refreshing to come out and see it. I can get gas for under $3 for a gallon, but in this case, I'm gonna go back to Colorado. Alright, so we are in Natchitoches, Louisiana, the oldest city in Louisiana, Jazz's hometown, and home to one of my favorite fried chicken restaurants, Southern Classic. Guys, y'all, they call it crack chicken for a reason. I promise you, if you ever in the area, don't get that stuff in Manny. Make sure you drive your ass on out there to Natchitoches and go and get it. going to get us some coffee. This is always one of the best parts about coming back to either home. Doesn't even matter which one we go to, but
hey, buddy.
Now, I've been talking to a lot of people back home in Colorado, and apparently there's a sufficient number of crawfish in some bodies of water near Colorado Springs. I'm not going to give no details, but just know your boy going to get out and do some research. Because if I can get these things local, whoo, child, bet money. Alright, so Jazz decided to take us on a drive through the countryside, and we wound up here at the Cane River Creole National Park, or National Historic Park, whatever it is. But this is actually two plantations combined together. We did drive around, saw a couple other spots. We did stop at the Idaho plantation as well, but that is a private residence. They still live there, so we just took a couple pictures and kept it going from there. As you can tell, someone does not like staying in his seat. We are at, where is this? The Cane River Creole Plantation. Built in 1785 by Jean-Pierre Emmanuel Prudhomme, the Oakland Plantation has seen 8 generations of this French Creole family live and work on the land, managing to keep the physical complex intact for over 2 centuries. Because of the integrity of the resources here, this site has been designated as a National Historic Landmark. The plantation's first cash crops were tobacco and indigo, followed quickly by cotton in the 1800s. If you were to ask one of the descendants of the Prudhomme family, they would say that their family was the first family west of the Mississippi River to farm cotton on a large scale. As the textile mills of the North increased their demand for cotton, the use of African slave labor increased in cotton-growing plantations such as Oakland. In this way, the Industrial Revolution in the northern states encouraged the expansion of the plantation labor systems of the southern states. The skills of the enslaved Africans are evident in the buildings they constructed here at Oakland Plantation. The level of craftsmanship of enslaved blacksmiths such as Solomon Williams, for example, can be seen in large iron latches and hinges, as well as the numerous grave crosses from the slave cemetery. Descendants of many of these enslaved Africans remained here at Oakland as tenant farmers and sharecroppers well into the 20th century. Make my video and then delete it. It saves in the folder. Today, nearly 60 historic buildings remain here at Oakland Plantation, set within a picturesque southern antebellum landscape. Unlike many historic places around the U.S., here at Cane River Creole, the cook's cabin, mule barn, overseer's house, tenant cabin, and various other buildings are all open for self-guided tours Wednesday through Sunday, and the main house is only open for self-guided tours on Saturdays and Sundays. Now, I must say that while this place is incredibly beautiful and very well preserved, I can't help but imagine what life was like for the unfortunate souls enslaved on this plantation and others surrounding it. My wife's family has been in this area of Louisiana for as long as any of them can remember, and considering that I can't help but wonder if some of her ancestors worked their lives away on this plantation or one of the ones surrounding it. Well, thanks again, guys, for joining us on this trip. Huge thank you to my wife for this random stop on this trip. It was amazing. I greatly appreciate places like this, and I'm super thankful for this experience. I won't reflect on, my thoughts and how it feels to freely roam a plantation that used to forcibly produce raw materials, but instead I'd rather ponder on how different this world my son will grow up in is going to be. And I sincerely hope that sites like this and others like it become places that we can all learn about the terrible past of America instead of a constant reminder of progress that has not been made yet. Yeah, got more than what I thought we was gonna get. So not gonna complain. That was cool.
I did good.
That was cool.
Oh, like he.
No,
I thought it was gonna be like a picture of the tree. I didn't know we were gonna be able to walk actually out here.
And the fact that we could walk up to the house
Bro, I was like,
was awesome.
I know y'all kind of like, ooh, don't touch the walls, don't touch the paint.
I mean, shit, the fact that my folks didn't, your folks didn't survive this long, and in those conditions and made it out. I mean, shit. So how you feel about it?
Nice.